What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome to week number 4 of the APA. This week we are going up against arguably one of the best in the Draft League format, and a pretty good friend of mine, Joe Shuckle King, phenomenal player. Okay, Rillaboomers, team name, phenomenal player, phenomenal dude. Came to my wedding, got to hang out with him in person. He is a lot of fun in person. He is super, super chill. Love the dude to death, but this week is going to be hard. It's going to be really difficult because Shuckle King is, one, a phenomenal player in-game. He has a very, very good game sense. He is a phenomenal team builder. He usually brings some things that people don't really expect, which is scary to go up against. But on top of that, with everything that he is good at doing, he has a phenomenal team to back him on that. He has really good offense in Lottie, plus Drill, plus Urshifu, plus Sand with Dracozolt and Excadrill. He has really good bulk in the form of Rotom Wash, Moltres, Galar Bro, and Blissey, and Clefairy, and T-Tart. Like, he has a phenomenal team, a very diverse team, and it's very, very difficult to prep for all of it. And in this team, I actually went into the game not knowing how I would win. If you guys don't know, I build with a gentleman named Team Knots TV. His links will be down in the description below, along with Shuckle King, so make sure you guys go sub to both of them. And 9 times out of 10, we build every single team together. And for this one, I hit him up like 3 days before the game because I already had a team built, and I was like, hey, would you look over this because I'm not really confident on it. I don't really see a way to win, and I'm not really super happy with the way that the team came out. And he took a look over it and he was like, okay, well, how do you want to win? And I was like, I don't think I can. Like, I don't see a way for it. And he suggested that I try to win with SD Aegislash. He said everything looks like it can be chipped down to in range of Aegislash if you play it correctly. And I mean, Aegislash is one of my favorite Pokemon in Draft League format right now, so I was of course down for it to try to build around it. And there were a few things on the team that like I knew immediately that I could do this with, but with this, I'm hitting base 90 speed. That is to be able to hit T-Tar with a little bit of investment. It is, so like if it's like really, really Spadef AV to be able to take on my Lottie, that's kind of what it was for. If he has like very little speed in the Blissey, I'm able to outspeed that as well. But SD, Iron Head, and Shadow Sneak along with King Shield to change forms is really all I need. If I'm able to get up to +2, I need the team, like the entire team, to about 50%. And you'll see how I try to do that throughout the rest of the team. But the other thing that I really need is I need to be able to hit from Excadrill, because Excadrill is very, very scary versus me. It's one of, if not the most offensively potent Pokemon versus my team. Because if he sets up an SD of his own, I lose to it in Sand. I do not have a way of winning versus that thing. I just don't. Like, my priority, I don't have a fighting type priority move. I don't have a water type priority move. I don't really have much for it. So that was what I was really worried of, was SD Excadrill, especially in the Sand. So I really need to try to keep up the offensive pressure, never allowed to come in for free. And that's kind of how I built this team, to try to never allow it to come in for free, to set up for free, but also chip the team down for Aegislash to win. And that's kind of where I was going. So Aegislash, it also has enough bulk to be able to live 2 Stealth Rock switch-ins along with a Choice Banded Adamant T-Tar's Crunch at -1. So if T-Tar comes in, it goes for Banded Crunch and it kills my Slowking, it kills my Lottie, it kills something along those lines. I can King Shield, lower its attack, and then I can live guaranteed, go for Iron Head and kill it. That's what the bulk investment is for, specifically. I wanted to be able to go for max, I wanted to go for a little bit more speed, but I couldn't afford it, so. Next up, we have Pangoro. Pangoro is the big breaker that I wanted to go for this team because I really think that he doesn't have the best methods of switching into it. If I'm able to bring this thing in on something like T-Tar, he's not going to want to stay in and go for Crunch versus Stone Edge, anything like that, if he is banded, if he's anything along those lines. So I really expect to be able to bring this thing in versus T-Tar quite a lot. And because of that, I do have a way of baiting in the T-Tar. But once I get it behind a sub, he has to break the sub with Rotom, with Moltres, with something. He has to try to break the sub, and if he tries to break the sub, I kill something. Rotom takes about 52% from from Adamant Max Attack Close Combat. Moltres takes dies to Rock Slide, and then Gunk Shot is for Clefairy. If it has a Violate, it guaranteed 2 shots, so if it breaks the sub, it dies the next turn, because I will also outspeed it. I hit the same speed with this as I do my Aegislash, so for a very bulky T-Tar. And if he goes into Lottie on like a close combat or something like that, it's still taking a lot and it can't take multiple gunk shots. So that's really how I want to break his team down, is with this Pokemon. I don't expect Slowbro to come, if I'm being honest with you. With my Aegislash being a really big offensive threat, with me having Lottie that could potentially set up next to it with Psyshocks, I don't expect it to come all that much. Same thing with Torn. Nasty Plot Torn can be really annoying for him, pivoting with knockoff, things like that. I don't see Slowbro coming. So that's why I'm not running knockoff. And I'm running these 4 moves. But phenomenal breaker this game. If I get this thing in early game and I'm able to claim one, it makes Aegislash's job a lot easier. The other thing that would make Aegislash's job a lot easier is being able to take out T-Tar. So I'm running a little bit of a Lord Lottie set. I'm running Calm Mind, Recover, Aura Sphere, Dragon Pulse with enough speed for Urshifu. I'm not trying to speed tie the Lottie because realistically I'm not going to stay in versus the Lottie. I'm going to let Lottie claim one. If Lottie goes for a dragon move, I'm going to go into my Aegislash, I'm going to set up an SD, and that's what I'm going to use to try to win. So I did not want a way of speed tying it and taking out the Lottie. I wanted to be able to set up on said Lottie. But yeah, really good coverage versus the team. I struggled with what moves to run. I wanted Dragon Pulse to be able to hit Lottie for a little bit more damage in case I was stacking it off, so in case he went for like a DD or something like that. So I wanted to have Dragon Pulse, but I also needed Aura Sphere because it hits the Drill, the T-Tar, and the Blissey, which are the 3 biggest things that I can't really hit. Everything else takes a really good damage from Dragon Pulse except for the Clefairy. So Clefairy was kind of like the one downside to me bringing this set, but I really don't think that it matters too much with this. So this is going to be my offensive core of this game. I think it breaks really well. But on top of it breaking really well, I think it can clean really well. And now we're going to the defensive backbone. We have Slowking here. We have just standard Fizz Def. This is going to be one of my drill checks. It's going to be one of my Lottie checks, one of my Urshifu checks. It's going to be just a standard check to everything. It's also going to be my Moltres switch in because Moltres Hurricane is not a 2-shot on me if it is bulky, which I'm expecting it to be. And Scald, if it is just like max HP, is always doing 52%. So I wanted to be able to bring this. Also, Ice Beam is always 2-shotting Lottie unless it's Calm Mind. But I wanted to be able to bring this because I can gain a lot of momentum on his team by clicking Teleport. I can gain a lot of momentum because one of their few switch-ins to Scald is Rotom. And Rotom invites in my Lottie. My Lottie gives me a Calm Mind if they don't have Clef. And if Lottie gets up a Calm Mind, I claim one. So that's really where I was going with this. Same thing with if I have in my Slowking and I click Teleport as they click a button with, say, T-Tar, and I live a hit, like if they click Stone Edge or something like that and I live a hit, I click Teleport, I drop in my Pangoro, they go into Clefairy, as I click Sub, I click Gunk Shot twice and I claim the Clefairy, and then I can do the same thing but with Lottie. So a lot of this strategy revolves around clicking Teleport with Slowking into one of these two, chipping down everything into Aegislash range. Next up, we have Fizz Def Stunfisk. Fizz Def Stunfisk, this is going to be one of the main ways that I want to chip down the entire team with Rocks, Earth Power, Discharge, and Pain Split. If I'm able to click Discharge versus things like the Rotom, versus the Moltres and Paralyze it, versus the Galar Bro, and versus the T-Tar, I'm able to do a lot of damage and just really good chip versus the entire team. Earth Power is there because this is going to be my main Dracozolt check. It's one of the only ones I have on the entire team, and it's really good at doing that. But Pain Split is also in case he brings Blissey. I can Pain Split up a lot of my health as they click like Wish or Soft Boiled or whatever. So very good defensive pivot. And then next up we have Fizz Def Maractus. I'm bringing Maractus. I have lost to it, so I know that it's good. Spiky Shield, Spikes, Kick Drain, and Knockoff. I am trying my best to get up one Spike. If I can get up one Spike and I can chip down the Drill and the T-Tar with it, that is ideal. But the main goal of this Pokemon is just to click Knockoff versus quite literally everything. Boots on Moltres, Leftovers on Rotom, a Violet on Clefairy, potential Life Orb or Choice Band on Dracozolt, potential Choice Band on T-Tar or AV on T-Tar, because those are the main 2 sets I'm expecting. I really just want to click Knockoff versus everything, get rid of everything's item, and then I can deal with it a little bit easier, and then get up some spikes and maybe try to stop the Excadrill from sweeping me. Now I'm running Water Absorb, mainly because Chlorophyll doesn't really have a use this week, but something that made me want to run with this over Rose Raid for spikes was that if this thing clicks like a move and invites in Rotom, Rotom's not going to want to click Volt Switch versus this. They're going to want to click Hydro Pump. If I go into this, I can heal up everything with Water Absorb and be super healthy again without risking Synthesis in the sand. So that was the main reason for that. But that is going to be the team. I worked really hard on this team, even though it doesn't really look like it with these last three. They're just very standard spreads. But also the special attack investment on this is to guarantee to always do over 50% to max HP Moltres with Discharge. But yeah, so that is going to be the team. Let's go ahead and hop right over into the battle. What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the APA. This is the Week 4 game. We are going up against Shuckle King, one of the best players in the format. You know, I say this every time that I play Shuckle King. Joe's a great guy. He came to my wedding, phenomenal person just in general, so his links are going to be down in the description below. Make sure you guys go check him out, all of that stuff. But, realistically, I just want a good game, man. That's all I really want. I'm really hoping that we can come off with a win, because if we can go 3-1 into the second 4 weeks, because after this week, we get our new drafts, which my new draft I love, compared to this one. I absolutely hate this one. So, yeah. I'm really looking forward to the new draft, but if you did not watch the team builder before this, real quick, I will go over the team. We are bringing a physically defensive Slowking, a physically defensive Stunfisk, a physically defensive Maractus, a sub kind of like offensive Pangoro, like it's max attack anime, but it has a lot of bulk. And it's intended to break. It's intended just to do a lot of damage, kill something early, and open up the doorway for open up the safe bit. No, it's intended to break a hole open on Joe's team for something else. I have SD Aegislash with a Shuka-Berry to be able to take an EQ or a Stomping Tantrum from what's that Pokemon called? What is that Pokemon called? Excadrill or Dracozolt, and then Colbur Berry Latias. I have Colbur Berry to be able to take a Crunch from T-Tar, or to be able to take one of his other Pokemon's dark moves. Let me see what else they were, because I remember it was something. No, it's just that. Never mind. Just that. But it was to be able to take a hit from T-Tar. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it until we get connected with Joe, and I will be right back. Freaking finally, man. It's been like 20 minutes that I've just been sitting here. Man, that is frustrating. Alrighty. He told me the 6 that he's bringing. So because I told him the 6 that I'm bringing for his layout. Yeah. 20 minutes. I'm sitting here. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to lead off with... I'm just going to lead off with my Pangoro to be safe. Aegislash looks really, really good this game. My Slowking looks really, really good this game. My Lottie looks really, really good. I need to get rid of the Clefairy before my Lottie can even do anything, which is why I really want to lead off with my Pangoro to try to start breaking and trying to start like go from there. At least that's the goal. I also got, wait, what? So we let off with Clef. Kind of sucks. Does Moonblast kill me from full? This thing is hella weak. Does. He's gonna get up rocks. Fear, but if I go for Gunk, I don't, oh man. I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna start knocking off everything's item. Like if he goes for, like, banded, like choice banded Gunk Shot doesn't kill. Like it does an 89 to 106. I didn't want to risk it, but at least I got Rotom. So I'm going to go for a knock here, I think. Get rid of items. Like that's fine. I don't care. I don't need this thing to have a powerful knockoff. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Spike after this. Get rid of lefties, I assume. Rocky Helmet, that's really good. Really, really good to get rid of. And then I'm gonna get up a spike. That way if he volt switches into the Moltres, what I'll be able to do... Yep. I have a feeling Moltres is going to come in here, but at least I'll get up a spike. And then I'm going to go into my my Slowking, and I'm going to click Teleport as they either defog, as they went back into Clef. I'm going to knock this thing's Violate off. Because realistically, I don't need this around, since, like, Drill is his Sand Sweeper of choice. After an SD, I can beat that thing 1v1 with a Spike Up, so I really need to get rid of this thing's Violite. And if they go back into Rotom, so be it. At least I will get a little bit more chip damage off on it, force a defog, and then go from there. Cool, got rid of the Violite. Get up rocks, that's fine. So now, Maractus versus Clef. Giga Drain should be doing, if they're fully Fizz Def, should be doing about 23 to 28%. That's some good chip. So I think I'm going to go for another Spike, actually. Because I really want to get chip damage off on the Tar, and I really want to get chip damage off on the Drill. Like, that's kind of my top priority at this point. Goes for Knock himself, that's fine. I'm gonna go for Giga Drain first. Get a little bit of chip. Spikes on the Tar and spikes on the Drill are the main thing I'm concerned about, because once I set up a +2, that's all I really need to worry about. Giga Drain went into Moltres, that's fine. That is fine, that is fine. Kinda wish I went for Defog, but you know, it is what it is. Cool. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go directly into my Slowking. I have a feeling a Fire move is going to come off. Like, they could go for U-turn, but I don't know if I really care. Go for Sub. That's fine. Because my Slowking's Scald will always be doing over 50% to Moltres, unless it's like really, really Spadef, meaning that they won't be able to Roost stall it off. Does 52 to 63. I'm gonna click Scald here. Yep. So I figured that he would bring Subtox to protect Moltres. That was kind of like my biggest fear going into the prep. But yeah. I want to get him on a turn that he has to click Roost is when I'm going to teleport. And I'm going to go into my Pangoro, I think. Maybe? I don't know. I'm going to click Scald. If he clicks Sub here, he will be at 50%. He'll be at a little bit below 50%. And I think I'm just going to spam Scald. Because, like, even though he could Roost stall me a little bit, like, I've still got 11 of these. I can do this 11 times. And this Scald is going to be doing more. Roost has 16 PP. Yep. I don't know if it did more. So it's very, very, very Spadef. I want to see the damage exactly. From what I'm saying, it should be doing 52 to 63. He went for Sub this time. I'm also okay as long as this thing isn't behind a sub, because once this thing is gone, then my SD Aegislash doesn't really have a check. I'm going to go for a Scald here, and then next turn I'm going to teleport. Because he has to click Roost, and I should be doing 52 to 63. Now I want to see how much I'm doing exactly. So he is at 71. Okay, so he's really Spadef. Really Spadef. I don't know what his offensive move is, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click Teleport on the Roost. Perfect. I'm going to go into my Stunfisk, and I'm going to try to para it. Because if I can get the para, I'm in a really good position. So he's Subtoxic Roost, I assume last move Fire move to be able to hit my Aegislash. So that means that my Pangoro can live a hit, which is really, really good. I'm going to go for Discharge. As he goes for Toxic. Can I get the para? That'd be nice. That'd be nice. No para? Yep, didn't think so. But he's going to have to Roost again. But I think what I'm going to do this time, what's the... I'm going to click Earth Power here, expecting him to Roost. Okay. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, buddy. I do want to keep this thing around. I don't want to do this. I want to prevent... No, I don't even care about preventing the spin anymore. Don't even care about preventing the spin. Shadow Claw, that's fine. Are you Life Orbed? You are. Wow. Okay, so... kind of sort of the biggest threat down. Kind of sort of the biggest threat down. So what I'm going to do here to prevent the Moltres from coming in and roosting up, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go into my Pangoro. No, I'm going to go into my Lottie. I think my Lottie's Dragon Pulse to Moltres will always kill. Should always do at least 30%. Right? It's a roll. It's a roll. Rotom, perfect. I get up a Calm Mind. Do I though? Do I though? Or do I just fire off an Aura Sphere? I kind of just want to fire off an Aura Sphere. Because like as much as I really do like my Lottie this game, Clef is really a hard stop to this set. If I had Psyshock, it wouldn't be, but getting this Aura Sphere damage off is pretty nice. Goes for Volt Switch, that's totally fine. If they go into Clef here... I don't really know. For some reason I have a feeling Moltres is coming in though. They go into T-Tar, that'd be really good. Because I am Culver Berry. They go into Latios. I do die to a Draco, but go into Clef. Smart. I'm gonna go into this. I'm going to click teleport, and I'm going to drop in my Pangoro, because my Pangoro claims one at this point. Whoops. Sorry about that, guys. As for knock, that's okay. I get my teleport off. And I'm going to drop in my Pangoro, because my Pangoro versus Clef. Like without a Violite, nukes. Does 90% minimum to fully Fizz Def. They switch out. What are they going into? They go into Lottie. Huh. Okay. I'm going to go into my Aegislash. Because Shadow Claw claims one. Oh, I don't have Shadow Claw, but he doesn't know that yet. How much is Iron Head? Iron Head into Sneak does kill. Does it kill Moltres, though? I think it does. Yeah, it does. I'm gonna click Iron Head. Hopefully I just don't get burned. That's that's literally the only thing I can hope for. Rotom, okay. Less than ideal, but okay. Next time I have this situation, what I'm going to do, I'm expecting the Will-O-Wisp here, so I'm gonna do this. Next time I have that situation, I'm gonna click SD, because seeing that damage at +2 to Rotom. I need Rocks Up is what I need. I need Rocks Up is what I need. I'm gonna go for an Aura Sphere again. Because if they go into Clef, it's fine, but at least I get a little bit of chip. That did good damage. Wait a second. I wonder what this thing's offensive move is. +6, I can't beat it though. I want my Rocks Up. I need to start chipping away at the Rotom a little bit better. Moonblast. Okay, so they do have Moonblast. Gets the special attack drop. Don't really know if it matters too much. Because I really do want to just get up rocks here. I want Rotom to take chip. I want T-Tar to take the chip, and I want Lottie to take the chip. Because once I set it to +2 with my Aegislash, could be game. Hopefully they don't go into Moltres here. That'd be much less than ideal. Nice. That's really, really good. Okay. Really good. I wish I was Culberberry on my Aegislash, man. What do I go into? I think I go into this. Because Lottie versus Clef. Moonblast never two-shots me. So I can recover up on it. Yep. Okay, at least I get a good recover here. I get a good recover here. Getting that drill out of the way early is really, really good. Clef comes out, that's fine. It's not Calm Mind Clef, so I'm not that worried about it. Okay. I'm going to go into this. And I click teleport. And then this time I'm going to drop in my Pangoro. This time I'm going to drop in my Pangoro. My big Pang, bro. Knock. Nice. Did that really well. I'm going to click teleport here. Click telly. What are you going into, brother? Rotom? Okay. How do I want to do this? I'm going to click recover again because Rotom is inevitably just going to take more and more Stealth Rocks damage, putting it in range of Shadow Sneak, which is what I'm trying to do anyway, you know? So I'm going to click recover. Okay, so I've made this teleport play with my Slowking a lot. I'm expecting him to try to take advantage of it now, so I'm going to click Aura Sphere and get a little bit of chip damage. I really don't think he's going to stay in. Oh, he did stay in. That's unfortunate. Goes for Soft Boiled. Okay. Gonna go... I am going to do this again. Like, if he goes into T-Tar and clicks Crunch, I'm going to sack off my Vish. Not my Vish, wow. My Stunfisk. I'm going to sack off my Stunfisk. Maybe get a Para. Goes for Knock. That's cool. Click and teleport. Goes for Moonblast, that's fine. This is kind of sort of what I wanted, honestly. Because now I can drop in my Aegislash. And I'm going to set up a +2. Because Rotom... Rotom has to Wisp me. I should have clicked Iron Head first. But this thing will be outspeeding me, which is less than ideal. So I think you might try to stay in and click not. Nah, he's going to go into Rotom, and I'm not going to be able to kill it. Maybe? Actually, 25? Yeah, I do. I kill fully Fizdef Rotom here with Sneak. Does 35 to 42, my friends. Sneak. I do, in fact, kill. 35 to 42 is what I needed, and it is at, like, 28. Dropped. Nice. That's what I needed. Okay, so Rotom's gone. He goes T-Tar. I need to be careful. If he sets up a DD here, do I lose? How do I play around that? Because I don't think my Lottie will outspeed a +1 T-Tar. No, he'd have to be really, really speedy. I'm gonna risk it. Because I expected from the very start, I expected Bantar to come versus me. Because it just hits way too hard. Just hits way too hard. I don't think he's going to DD here. I really don't. Nice. Okay. So, Aegislash, Shield versus Choice Band, Tyranitar, and -1. I'm at 137. Or I'm at 139. I guaranteed live an Adamant Choice Banded Crunch. So I click Iron Head. I guaranteed live the Adamant Choice Banded Crunch. Goes into Moltres, sacks it off. Amazing. Just don't get the Flame Body, brother. Just don't get the Flame Body. Nice. No Flame Body. Yes. No Flame Body. They go into Latios. Has to be Kasib Berry to live. Goes back into T-Tar. What am I going to do here? I really want to click Iron Head, but I think it's a choke. I have to click King Shield. If he clicks DD here, he got me. If he clicks DD here, he got me. No, he goes for EQ. Cool. I'm Shookaberry, brother. Click Iron Head. I really don't think he's DD. I'm Shookaberry. Not even Culver. Oh, man. Nice. So I want to give a big shout out to Team Knots TV because in the build of this game, I was like, brother, I really don't know how I win this. I genuinely don't see a way that I can just break through everything because Subtoxic Moltres was a really big issue. Clef was going to be a really big issue. I think Dracozolt is actually another really big issue for my team. I don't think I have the offense for it. He was like, I think you just need to chip everything in range of SD AGC, and I think that can win. And I'm like, I don't know about that. But here we are, my friends. The fact that he's not going into Lottie means that I think he is, in fact, not Kasib, which means he will drop to Shadow Sneak. Yep. Go for Iron Head here. Nice. And now I need to sneak the Lottie. It's not over though. It is definitely still not over, guys. Definitely still not over. Until I see what item this thing is, it's not over. I click sneak. And that's game. Guys, we beat Shuckle King 5-0. Holy shit. Wow. GG's to my man Joe, guys. Like, I mean, hey. The Aegislash giveth and the Aegislash taketh away. Like, that Pokemon. So I'm going to go on just a slight little rant. GG's my man Joe, by the way. Much love to him. Last time we played, it was a phenomenal game. It was very, very close, and he won. This game, like, we're back and forth. We're 1-1 in the times we played now, so the next one's just going to be a tiebreaker. Like, GG's to my man Joe. Much love to him. There is not a single bad inch of bad blood in my body towards Joe. Love the dude to death. So I'm going to go on a little rant. Aegislash, in my opinion, is like just as broken as Urshifu Single Strike. Because it can be so many different sets, and it literally just killed everything. Like, it's so stupid. I have beaten more people with Aegislash just in general than I have any other Pokemon in my Draft League career. Like, Aegislash is so good. But with that, make sure you guys go check out Joe's. Links will be down in the description below. But with that, I'm going to go and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.